Yesterday, the spokesperson of the UPDF and the Uganda police came out to announce that there was going to be a birthday run of the CDF General MUHOOZI Kainerugaba. For those who don't have any insight in the way how politics is being done, for the last 5 years, General MUHOOZI Kainerugaba has been touted as the next successor, of course using unconstitutional means. And when I saw the spokesperson of the UPDF, Chris Magezi, speaking out on her birthday, a private celebration is being turned into a state celebration. It is so unfortunate. And for me, what pains me more is that the elites are looking on as our country is degenerating. And so unfortunate. Chris Magezi said these statements. Here's it.
Birthday run, which is now really turning to an annual event, is for a good cause. It is a civic engagement moment, and we appeal to young people in Kampala and Kampala neighboring areas, Kampala metropolitan area, to come and participate. Or even those who are able to come from far, they will also be welcome and participate in this run. Those who are willing to participate and contribute, he has given out some Momo codes, because in the past we received reports where some people are taking advantage of this event to con organizations and individuals into making contributions which will not be declared at the end of the day.
A marathon is about discipline, it's about endurance, and the refusal to give up. And these are values that are deeply embedded in not just General MUHOOZI Kainerugaba's life, but also in the military's tradition and also its character. 52 years obviously calls for 52 reasons to run, and every Ugandan who shows up adds their own reason to that list. And from the streets of Kampala all the way to the roads in Fort Portal, in Arua, we are inviting all of you, wherever you are, to come and take part.
We'll have a bearing on traffic. So the Uganda Police Force, this is the best opportunity we would love to use to give you assurances that we shall manage traffic during this event. In due course, we shall be giving you a comprehensive picture of our entire route.
That is Chris Magezi. When you see the spokesperson of the army in the lead of trying to build a celebration, a private celebration to a state celebration, you clearly see how we are feeling as our country. I keep on telling people that General Museveni is the worst leader Uganda has ever had, because he's wise, strategic, and everything, but he has failed to use his wisdom to put Uganda where it's supposed to be. Because by the time he went to the bush, he promised us a lot of things which has failed to deliver. But even at his weakness, he cannot conduct himself like the way General MUHOOZI is conducting himself. I remember there's a day General Museveni, of course, did his birthday. There's a day he did his wedding with Janet Kata Museveni. There's no day a government institution or a UPDF institution was at the helm of announcing and organizing this celebration. So it will be a peel back from General Kaguta Museveni to MUHOOZI because of some pertinent issues. Some allies who don't want to transition are milking the situation without understanding where Uganda is and where it's going. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about General MUHOOZI's birthday, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the elements you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagre. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. One, I normally tell people that General Museveni is strategic and wise, just that he failed to use those attributes to put where Uganda is supposed to be. General Museveni knows the problem of our country. Even when he went to the bush, he highlighted things like the problem of African leaders and those who overstay powers, and he has stayed for over 40 years. So he knows the problem. On the contrary, his son MUHOOZI Kainerugaba has failed. This is the reasons why he can go on Twitter and announce deaths to some people, citizen, and announce beatings of women, and announce anything. Does politics contrary to the penal code, because serving armed officer is not supposed to do any political statement. But even away from that, organizing a birthday, a private birthday may not be the problem, but using state institutions. I saw the spokesperson of the police, I saw the executive director of the media center, I saw the UPDF. You may, and for me I feel bad. I've seen very many governments where such things happen. The people who are on the forefront of organizing of these things, if God returns the tables, they will be the first people to come and say that he did a mistake. They are just milking. They are not telling him that you are doing the wrong thing. And I don't think he has advisors. Because some of the time, if you have your leader, if he's erring, he is doing something bad, the best idea is to tell him that you are doing something bad, not to cheer him on. That is the best friend. And normally I see people around General Moses Karugaba, not even his friends, they're just cheerleaders. Even when, sometimes I read tweets when there is a day announced death on Besigye, and Balaam came out to cheer on. It is so unfortunate. When these things are being done contrary to the penal code, the people are supposed to call him to order. It may not be necessary in public to tell him of the people cheering him on public. Organizing a private institution with the state institutions, it is a risk for a disaster. It is the truth. I know it has some political connotations to bring him in public, but the person being sold, billions of money have been spent in the practice of selling him, but he has failed. God is the one who picks leaders. Okay, I can challenge you. Tell me any army officer who can act the way General MUHOOZI is acting without ripple effects. That is the only thing that shows you that even those who are cheering him on don't know where Uganda is going. And it even scares me to say this, that any time from now, Uganda might go in turmoil because of the poor leadership and excited leaders who don't want to speak out some things that's as they're supposed to be. Of course, that's my opinion. Remains truly Mr. Makindi Kabe Sulaiman Magal. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.